Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and available wherever podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the little notify bell next to it. If you're listening to us in the audio realm, leave us a rating, review, or a comment. It really does go a long way towards helping build Going In Raw even more into the future.
More but better.
Speaking of the future, we've got new champions leading us into the future. I'm sorry, a new champion, Naito 2 belts.
Yeah.
Leading us into the future, 2020.
Yes.
Hell of a way to kick off the new year.
Yes.
Intercontinental, IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Tetsuya Naito on night 2.
It really is the
Wrestle
only way
Kingdom.
to culminate this quest that's been going on for 7 years. Of Tetsuya Naito to win the big one.
Yeah. All the, especially 2 years ago, going into it, everybody thought that was the time.
Oh, yeah. We thought that was it.
Yeah. I'd like to think that this was the plan all along. I mean, obviously, Naito's been the most popular guy there for ages now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, since we've been watching
More than
basically.
2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, yeah, huge moment. Just a absolutely brilliant match. Just a wonderful match. Did you see how long it went?
I think they said around 35.
Okay, that sounds right.
It was around 35 minutes.
Yeah, and I thought that there was quite a few developments going on night 2.
Yes.
Especially.
Perhaps most importantly, we got new never openweight 6-man tag champions.
That is absolutely the most important thing going on.
I mean,
Yeah.
history was made.
Yeah.
Also, new never openweight 6-man tag
The most
champions.
important titles in New
Yes.
Japan.
They always put the most important match on first, right?
I think that's what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, they do things differently here than they do there. Anyways, so yeah, what'd you think of night 2?
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, we mentioned on yesterday's recap about how the undercard for day 1 had some matches to build towards day 2 matches. And day 2 benefited from not having matches to build towards the following day's matches. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
It was all blow-off stuff. It was all title matches, grudge matches, special matches, as they say.
In retrospect, an interesting way to do things. I mean, to set things up one night and then pay them off the next night. I mean, I know they've been building the double gold dash for a little while now. But, so many things did seem to get set up last night and then pay off this night. Interesting way of doing it. It'll be, come Dominion, I guess we'll probably find out if Wrestle Kingdom's going to be one night or 2 nights next year.
Yeah.
Usually they make that announcement then, I think.
Although I feel like last year at Wrestle Kingdom they announced it was going to be 2 days this year?
I thought it was at Dominion
Maybe it was
because
Dominion.
we were watching it, and it seems early to do that.
It does. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah. But no, I thought, it's taken as one giant event. It would be like a 10-hour event.
Roughly, yeah.
It was a hell of a ride.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there were some surprising outcomes.
New Japan has a way of making you think how this match is going to end.
Yeah.
Or you know what the outcome is going to be.
Yeah.
How it's going to end. You know what the outcome is going to be. And I'll use last night's match between Okada and Ibushi as an example. I mean, based on the story going up to it, Naito's history, it seemed like if Naito didn't end night 2 holding all the belts, then there's no chance for him in New Japan,
Yeah.
And so if he was going to be the one to win all the belts, he had to win them from Okada. He had to win the main event night 2 against Okada.
Yeah,
that
sure.
makes the most sense story-wise.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
it seemed like it was a mere formality that Okada would get past Ibushi. Yet by the end of that match, I was like, man, there's a chance Ibushi can win this.
Yeah, I mean,
Because you get so wrapped up in the story they're telling in the ring.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, the way it was very interesting. This was the first time I noticed it. And last night you indicated it was the first time you noticed it. Sean Ross Sapp was hating it on Twitter, the referee counts. I was the exact opposite. Once I understood that that's what they were doing, I was into it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, because it really did punctuate the drama, allowing the refs to take that extra, basically 2 beats for the last 3 count to make sure the match was final. I actually really like that.
I didn't have a problem with
I
it.
don't think things have to be robotic. I always kind of appreciate, you're much more of a baseball guy than I am. I've always liked the element of human error being at play when it comes to the umpires or the referees or whatever. It's let the players play. And I feel like the refs taking that, because usually, I mean, they're, boom, boom, boom. Not like AAA where you have one ref who's, and then another one who's like slam bang. Like none of the refs are consistent there.
The thing. As long as there's consistency across the board, cool.
Yeah.
But as you mentioned in AAA.
Because all the refs were the same in this.
Yeah, in AAA where one guy is and someone else is.
Yeah. That, I mean, I'll be honest, that has its own, it's like you're a lawyer going in front of a judge. Well, which judge are you going to get?
Yeah.
In AAA, I think that has its own, because you know which ref is going to be doing which thing. But in this, all the refs were doing it. They'd go 1, 2, 3. And I really appreciated that because it had a it really punctuated the moment. And so that came into play as well. And this was the first event that I noticed that at. But I really thought that was a small thing that really added drama to it.
Anytime you see the ref, the first 2 counts is pretty quick, but when that third one, bring their hand back a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it takes a little bit longer for it to go down. Yes, it does.
In the moment, it adds to what you were talking about, when you got Ibushi and Okada in there. Because going into this, I mean, we made our picks. I went with Okada, but the smart money was on Naito. But you still have Jay White there, and you still have Ibushi there.
And the thing is, all 4 of them had stories going into this
and
that it could have worked out.
2 years ago, we were dead set thinking Naito was going to win that, and he didn't.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, well, that sort of sucked the air out of me. But New Japan, they will continually find ways to build those stories back up. And look where we are. Now we have an even bigger payoff because of it. We had to wait 2 extra years.
Yeah.
So with me, I was like, man, I could see Naito totally winning. I predicted Okada was going to win simply because it wouldn't surprise me at all if they carried this out even longer, because I think that they could, get an even more dramatic moment. They didn't. They went with tonight. It was awesome. It was great.
I don't know if you can get a more dramatic moment than Naito being in there holding up both the titles. The title that he still has some resentment towards, that IC belt, although that's abated somewhat. And the title that he never could, he in 2 attempts, couldn't win at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
Just the visuals of that, of him holding both those belts, the ones he still kind of is meh, and the one he always wanted, is just a great visual dramatically. It was the perfect time to do it, based on what those belts mean.
But we
to
said
him.
the exact same thing 2 years ago. It was a perfect moment, and they didn't do it. My point is, New Japan sets up expectations, and they blast right through them. So in any event, let's run through this Bullet Club.
To kick things off, the most important match of the night. The
pre-show match.
Yeah, the never openweight 6-man tag team championship gauntlet match.
Wow. It's a mouthful.
Walking into this, the champions were Makabe, Yano, and Taguchi. Did you know that?
Did I? No.
All right.
No, I didn't know that.
You weren't alone. So the first 2 entrants, Team Bullet
I
Club.
think somebody in our predictions video was like, I'm shocked how little you know about it. I'm like, if you've actually been paying attention to our channel, you would know we don't really pay too close attention.
First 2 teams participate. Bullet Club team, Chase Owens, Yujiro Takahashi, Bad Luck Fale. I already know odds aren't in their favor. Against Team Chaos, Yoshihashi, Robbie Eagles, and Tomohiro Ishii. Right at the bell, Bullet Club jumps Chaos. Fale hits the grenade on Eagles. He kicks out, although this is the instance where the ref took his time getting that hand down and had to.
That hand was basically down.
No, he had to hold it.
Yeah.
Robbie was a little late kicking out there.
Yeah.
And there was like a good half second where that hand was right there. That should have been 3. Fale goes for the bad luck fall on Eagles. Eagles gets out of the way. In the end, though, Ishii pins who?
Yoshihashi, man.
No, Ishii pins Chase Owens after
a
brain buster.
Sorry.
Crown jewel of eating pins.
You caught me mid-yawn. You caught me mid-yawn.
Gotcha.
Good job, yeah.
Chaos advances. Next team, Suzuki-gun team of Taichi, Kanemaru, El Desperado. They isolate Ishii early. However, Robbie Eagles gets the win on Kanemaru. Chaos advances again. Next competitors, LIJ. LIJ wins.
They're stacked.
They have the best team.
They shouldn't be in the pre-show.
Not at all. You got Evil, Shingo Takagi, and Bushi.
Everybody's got their B players except for maybe Ishii. Like, he really shouldn't have been in that Chaos team either.
No.
You got your B players, and then all of a sudden you bring in potential wrestler of the year, Takagi. You got Bushi, he's great. You got Evil, he's great.
Yeah. So Evil gets the pin on Ishii after Darkness Falls. It seems kind of like a wonky pin there too. And then just to make sure there is no doubt that they were supposed to win, he drops Ishii with Everything is Evil, just to be sure.
Yeah.
So final participants, LIJ taking on your tag team champions.
Oh, goobers.
Makabe.
Just goons, man.
Yano's great.
Yeah, he's a clown. Like, literally, he's a comedy act. Give me a break. He's not going to beat the guy who's got the scythe and the laser fingers and the cool mask and stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised at some point Yano beat Evil.
Yeah, you're probably right, but it'd be a cheesy roll-up.
Right away, Taguchi tries to roll up Evil. Evil kicks out. You think Taguchi is going to win it for his team because he hits Bumaye, hits his finish on Takagi.
That stuff does make me laugh, though.
Yeah, he gets a 2 count only. Taguchi puts Takagi in an ankle lock. Shingo gets out of it. It allows Bushi to miss Taguchi, and Takagi hits an axe bomber made in Japan for the win.
Boy, speaking of the ankle lock. People are giving you so much static in the comments the other day for your fairly innocuous comments about easily getting out of an ankle lock.
Compared to a lot of submission moves, it seems like it's pretty easy to get out of. Isn't it so funny? The world of pro wrestling?
Isn't it funny how like people just find the weirdest things? Anyways,
my favorite though is like someone said, "Oh, you never said that when Kurt Angle used the ankle lock." I didn't think it.
And hold on a second, is this person actually going back and watching tape of us?
No, I don't think so.
Like from 2001.
It's the first time I've ever said the ankle lock kind of looks like in pro wrestling looks like an easy move to get out of.
It's just funny. The comments are so funny
in terms of submission moves.
It's so funny. After that, we had the Jooshin Liger retirement match. He teamed up with Naoki Sano against Ryu Lee.
Yeah.
And the ticking time bomb.
Yeah,
new
junior heavyweight champion.
Takahashi.
It was great to begin because Liger was busting out all his submission moves. So he did the Romero special, everything on Takahashi. Eventually, though, he tags in Ryu Lee. And then they kind of worked the match heel, going after Sano and Liger. Jooshin is then isolated for a while. Hiromu's tagged back in. He puts the Fujiwara armbar on Liger because the inventor of that move, Fujiwara himself, is ringside. That was great. Sano eventually gets tagged in. No suicide dive from him tonight. However, did hit a missile drop kick off the top rope, a double drop kick too. He and Ryu Lee go at it for a bit. Eventually, though, Liger and Takahashi are back in, and they ride out to the finish. Liger at one point hits a brain buster in Hiromu. Ryu Lee's in to break it up. He knocks Sano out of the ring, follows a suicide dive, and that allows Liger and Hiromu to finish the match. Liger at first reverses a time bomb into a roll-up, gets a 2. However, right out of that, Hiromu hits the time bomb for the win. We didn't get to see Liger's promo afterwards because our stream cut out.
Yeah, and that happened for a lot of people apparently. It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
But apparently at New Year's Dash, he's going to have
like a ceremony or something. A retirement ceremony.
So maybe he'll say more stuff there, which I'll catch on Twitter.
Yeah.
After that, we had a match for the junior heavyweight tag titles.
Correct.
Roppongi 3K taking on the champions, Ishimori and Kevin Love.
Yeah.
LP.
Kevin Love. This was a fun match. Show was isolated for the vast majority of it. By Bullet Club.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Ishimori and LP have been tagging very long.
Yeah.
But they're really good together.
Yeah, no, they haven't, and they are. There's a lot of really great creative, like, dickhead moves, you know?
Heel work, yeah. The elaborate ways they'll find to scratch someone's back.
Yeah, they do all this, like, rigmarole, and then it's just to scratch somebody's back. And then, of course, when they stood on the dicks.
Well, they had,
that was great.
I think, Show first in the Trio Woe.
Yeah.
And they put Yo also in the same corner, Trio Woe, and then they both stood on their front areas.
Yeah, that was rad.
That was pretty
like
good.
The balls and taint.
That was pretty
good.
It
was hilarious.
And there was a really good Code Breaker moonsault combo from Team Bullet Club on Show. However, though, at the end, Taiji Ishimori is detracting the ref. LP gets one of the tag titles. He's priming to use it. Rocky Romero gets on the apron, grabs it out of his hands. LP punches Show in the front area. However, Show has a cup on. Someone finally showed up to a match with a cup on.
Yes.
when they're opposite someone who tends to punch front areas.
Yeah.
And so Roppongi 3K hit what I thought was their finish on Ishimori. He wasn't legal man, though. But LP eats a pile driver, a suplex, and like a package pile driver top rope double stomp combo.
It was good.
For the win.
Yeah, it was great. Those titles are... How many times now have Roppongi 3K won those
3,
tag
4,
titles?
10, I don't know.
A lot. I think a lot. After that, we had...
Oh, man, this was fantastic.
Yeah, this is really great, but it also leaves us wondering a little bit what the future of Sonata might hold.
I think we've heard that he is a free agent this year.
Yeah.
Or potentially, or he's been courted, or WWE's interested, something like that.
Who was I just talking about the other day that I said they were on a per appearance deal? Oh, that was Tongaloa. Somebody said that about Tongaloa. Yeah, no, his name has come up a lot over the past like 6 months, 12 months or so in terms of being a free agent, being courted by potentially WWE.
Yeah. And he is also the only member of LIJ without a belt.
Currently, yes. And on top of that, he has been rebranded like outside like of LIJ. Like remember when we first started watching, he was like the coolest looking dude.
Yeah, he still is the coolest.
Looked like a crust punk.
Yeah, now he looks like a space pirate.
Yeah, but to me, like crust punk was just way cooler because he had like the silver like mohawk.
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, he looks cool. Look,
he looks totally cool.
Regardless, he could wear a muumuu. He looked great.
Yeah,
but man, the space punk guy looked great. Now he's space pirate guy.
Yeah.
In any event, this is a really fun match. Obviously, Zack Sabre Jr. match, so you get all sorts of joint manipulation, submission stuff.
But as we saw in their G1 match middle last year, Sonata, from a technical standpoint,
he can keep up, man.
He can definitely keep up because there's all sorts of fast technical back and forth.
They're doing all the rolling around thing, and there was probably like 100 pin attempts in this thing. You know, there's this boom pin, nope, all that kind of stuff rolling around on the ground.
And they keep it moving; it never gets slow. It's interesting. The thing I love about that kind of stuff, where they're doing bang, pin, and someone could sneak one in.
Yeah.
You know, like Sonata can sneak a pin in on Zack Sabre Jr., get that belt easily, or vice versa.
Yeah, nobody get and
that's how the match ended.
That's how the match ended, exactly. Nobody got submitted, and this wasn't like a power pin like where the guy's out. It was, this could have gone either way.
Totally.
Like in storyline.
Yeah, totally. And it's great technical stuff to start. Sonata tries to put Zack in a paradise lock. He escapes, of course. Some more back and forth, ends in a stalemate. Sonata does a rolling pin thing. The final one gets him a 2 count. Goes for a standing moonsault. Zack catches him. Starts stretching him. Sonata gets to the ropes, though. Zack, as is his custom, starts working the arm. He likes to work the arm. And so it was a situation of they're both technically gifted. Zack, that's his area of expertise. Sonata is like top-notch athlete.
Sure.
So while he may not have all the intricate ways of getting out of moves, although it seems like he's pretty darn close to Zack in that regard, when he has to, he can rely on his athleticism to gain an advantage. There's several times like Zack goes for the Michinoku driver, Sonata reverses it to a skull end, and there's a sequence where he just kept on reversing moves into the skull end. It was great. So the finish saw Sonata. He's in the bridging pin attempt from Sabre, kicks out of that right in the skull end. Zack escapes, but no, Sonata right back into it. But then Zack does escape, and then he does like his octopus stretch type move. Sonata powers out of that into skull end, but Zack escapes from that. And then we have this great bridging pin sequence where Zack has someone like a jackknife cover and bridges with his neck. They did that like 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and finally Zack, Zack just got the final one.
Yeah.
Sonata couldn't kick out.
I don't know if we mentioned this was for the Rev Pro title.
Yeah.
And so Zack Sabre Jr. Retained that, and it's not these days. It's not a given that a British dude is going to hold that because Ishii had it. Did
Ishii had
Suzuki?
it. Suzuki had it.
Yeah.
Ishii beat him for it, I believe.
Yeah.
Zack had it. Someone beat him last year for it, and he got it back. I can't remember who it was.
Maybe. I don't know. In any event, they've got a great working relationship. So.
With Rev Pro, yeah, they do.
But no, it does kind of leave up. I mean, you mentioned it earlier. Everybody in LIJ, save for Sonata, now has a title. In one case, somebody has 2 titles.
Yes.
Sonata has no titles.
Tanahashi beat.
Yeah,
Sabre for.
That's right. Royal Quest. So be interesting to see what happens New Year's Dash if Sonata is brought into the equation in terms of, okay, is he going to go? Are they going to jump him out? Is he going to stay? Is LIJ okay? We'll find out.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens at New Year's Dash tomorrow regarding all that.
Sure.
And someone in chat for our live stream had a great idea. We'll get to more in the finish about how you can develop some serious intrigue about what Sonata's next move is going to be, given what happened following the main event. Before we get to that, though, I'll probably forget by the time we get there. But if I do, please remind me.
Oh, by the way, hit us up on the Instagram at Steve and Larson. We went past 7,000 followers, I guess, whatever it is, friendos. On Instagram, we're trying to build up that too, because that's what we do as a business. We build up our platforms,
build things.
So check it out.
Yes, please.
There's some very intriguing content going on right now.
Yeah,
very intriguing stuff.
Yeah, very. Next for the U.S. title, Juice Robinson taking on Mox. As soon as even before the bell rings, Juice hits Pescado on Mox as he's making his way down the ring. Bell rings. Juice drops Mox throat first across the barricade, slams him on the floor. Mox pushes Juice into the ring post, sets up a chair. Usually what happens if you set up an implement or weapon in the ring, what happens?
It gets used on you.
It gets used against you. So Juice hits a drop toe hold on him. He sits Mox up in the chair, so he's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Cannonball. Eventually, though, Mox takes control until Juice hits a spine buster, and he gets some offense in. Mox starts working over Juice's knee, working the leg. At one point, Mox sets up a chair around Juice's neck. He walks up with another one, about to hit him. Juice punches that chair into Mox's face, follows a superplex. He hit a jackhammer. I don't know if you noticed that. Juice hit a jackhammer. Only gets a 2 count, though. So Juice goes for pulp friction. Mox reverses that into a German suplex. Juice responds with a German suplex of his own. They trade some lariats. Mox tries for a Death Rider. Juice escapes. Rolls up. Mox kicks out. They're trading some blows. Big forearm from Jonathan Moxley. Regal knee. Sets up for another Death Rider. Juice gets out of that. Hits him with 3 punches. Goes for pulp friction again. Mox escapes. Hits standard Death Rider, then Super Death Rider to get the win. He successfully retains. This is when things get fun. Minoru Suzuki, he shows up.
Well, hold on. I love the fact that he hit 2 Death Riders. Well, one was like a
paradigm shift. The other one
was like a Dirty Deeds, and the other one was like a Death Rider.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was great seeing Juice take 2 of those. That was awesome. And then that 1, 2, 3. You're not double champion.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Let's get to the fun stuff. The Minoru Suzuki versus
hold
John.
on a second. Juice Robinson 8-2. His dumb face got smashed twice.
You need to belabor the point.
Man,
it's well known,
awesome.
it's well established fact that
now we just got to get those tag titles off of him. But we got to keep one of them on Finley because I like Finley. Yeah. Anyways, Suzuki came down.
Yeah, Suzuki came down. So he comes on the ramp and he's like in his warm ups
versus Kenta.
He's in his warm ups, and then he's staring down Mox.
You marked out more for this than he did Naito winning.
I have my Naito shirt on.
Yeah.
I was tired. I am tired. So Suzuki takes a break on the ramp. He takes his pants off.
Yeah.
He's got his tights.
Sadly, no dick and balls.
Yeah,
I wish he would have attacked
on.
him naked.
Yeah.
Feels like it would have been more on brand.
Yeah. And he takes a few more paces forward, takes his warm-up jacket on. He wants to have a match now. He wants to do a fight now.
Yeah.
So he gets into the ring. They get into each other's faces.
Mox is into it. He's like, yeah, let's do this.
Oh, hell yeah, man. So they're into each other's faces. They start brawling. Minoru puts the sleeper on and then drops him. Man, he was stalling with that pile driver forever.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Forever.
It was great.
Because
he took a beat to like look at the crowd and stick his tongue out.
And he's holding Mox up.
Yeah.
It's great.
As he's doing it.
So he grabs the mic. He says, be careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
I'm the king of pro wrestling.
You challenged me to a fight, and then he got it. And then he picks up and he says, I'm the king of pro wrestling. Now I'm going to be the king of the United States of America.
Fantastic.
I would bow before that king in a second,
yes,
man. You kidding me?
Minoru Suzuki's best.
Yeah.
Best.
It's pretty cool. So, again, be interesting to see. I'm assuming that match is going to happen at New Beginning.
I would think so, yes.
And that was announced as being over.
Well, there's
3 shows. 2 shows.
3 shows.
2.
There's one.
No, well, the first show was 2 days.
Yeah.
And the second show was 1 day. So 3 shows, 2 days, whatever. So, yeah, that'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
Cool. Because last year, I think previously, it was just over 2 shows, 2 days.
I think it's 2 days, separated by a week.
A week,
so.
yeah. Wow.
Next for the never open weight title, Hiroki Goto versus Kenta.
Yeah, who'd have thought? The Goto title goes back to Goto. I'd have figured they were trying to build this up with Kenta, but evidently Kenta wants to build it up with both of the other big giant titles.
Upgrade.
Yeah, big time upgrade for Kenta.
Upgrade.
This fun match, though. It was really brutal.
It was brutal, especially at the end when they just start slapping the hell out of each other. And headbutting each other and just beating the hell out of each other. Yeah, that finish where Kenta was like slapping the hell out of Goto.
Yeah, it was rad.
And Goto started no-selling it. He slaps Kenta himself, and Kenta's like, no.
Yeah. There was a lot of great, really stiff forearms and slaps tonight, just across the spectrum. Even in the Juice Mox match, there was a bunch of that stuff. But in the end, Goto won with a super GTR.
It was like fireman carry GTR. They call it the super GTR. I don't know what you call it anyways.
And then the standard GTR.
Yeah, GTR.
Picked up the win, and Kenta was like stunned. He was like, man, forgot. That's a Goto.
It's the Goto title. But then again, he probably thought, I should have known.
Yeah.
It's the Goto title.
Yeah.
It's the Goto title, and Goto wins at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
He's like 6-1 at Wrestle Kingdom or something.
It's like, yeah, it's weird.
I found that out, of course, after we made our picks.
Yeah.
Which I won, by the way.
Well, you didn't win. I mean, somebody stole. Okay, here's the deal.
Don't bring it up. People don't want to hear about that.
Somebody stole. Are you kidding me? We just got like how many hundreds of new followers on Instagram, and they're all dying to know about this stuff.
Yeah, sit at your house. No one stole
Somebody stole the Going In Raw title out of my car. My title.
No, it's my title now.
They stole it out of my car.
It's my title now. I won predictions.
Yeah, but I mean, well, we don't know that because the title's gone. There's no prize, so we don't really know what happened with that.
At the end of the day, either you forgot to bring it to the office and concocted this BS story.
I wouldn't have forgotten. This is my title. I take it everywhere with me. Have you seen our Instagram? It's just pictures of me with the title.
Yeah, it's weird. Or you knew you were going to lose predictions and didn't want to face the facts. So
how would I know? What am I, Nostradamus now? I can't tell the future. Anyways, if you want to know more about this, because I thought you were going to be in with me on trying to find out who did this.
Well, I'm pretty certain
but evidently not.
It's at your house somewhere.
It's not at my house. It's not in my car. You want to go out to my car right now? I'll show you the empty spot in my car.
It smells like fart. I don't want to go out there.
Well, that is true. Title's gone. I'm going to embark on a search for it, which you can only see on Instagram.
Have at it.
Steve and Larson.
When you find it, let me know. I got a really comfortable chair right here for Big Red now that I won predictions. And he'll be safe there. I know where he is at all times. Next match, Jay White versus Kota Ibushi.
Well, I don't know who won predictions, so
I did
for next time.
Let's do the math. Basic math. I won. Jay White versus Kota Ibushi. Of course, this is a losers match from yesterday's contest. Not to say it wasn't great because it was great. We got more Trans Ibushi.
Kota Ibushi, Kota Ibushi, like Frankenstein Ibushi, is like the best. This is my new favorite story.
Amazing. You push him to the brink.
A switch turns.
And
it's like Stallone in the arm wrestling.
It's so good. So early on, there's this great spot where Kota's sent to the apron, and Jay just hits him with like a double sledge, knocks him off the apron. And Kota hits the barricade, the top of the barricade. And most of the time, people fall over it like this.
Yeah.
Not him. He had his arms pinned to the side.
On it. Yeah.
And right across the middle of his chest.
Yeah.
Right on the barricade.
And then he just
fell in a little crevice between the barricade and like the little elevated stage where the ring's on. And then Jay starts working over his chest, tosses the barricade again, rams him chest first into the apron. Jay's in control for a while until Kota hits Hurricane Rana. Jay goes ringside. Kota follows him with a Pescado. Springboard missile, dropkick, power slam, moonsault. Just offense. Gets a 2. Jay eventually hits the DDT. Goes on the offense for a while. Kota then eventually catches Jay with a dude buster. This is when it gets good. So Jay tries to fight back with some forearms to Kota's back when he follows up the dude buster. And Trans Ibushi is back. He's like, no.
Yeah.
So then he's starting to get that glazed over look.
Yeah, for those of you who don't really know the reference, if you didn't watch our thing last night or you didn't watch Wrestle Kingdom, whatever you did tonight, like these days, he'll get pushed to a limit and then he'll just go blank and he'll start no-selling everything and he'll just start doling out ultra violence.
It's fantastic.
It's great.
So Jay hits him with a forearm, and then Kota unleashes the most devastating massive form I've ever seen, and Jay just falls like a sack of bricks.
Like a sack of potatoes. Oh, man. We both were like, whoa. Dude, the best thing in wrestling these days is when something so unexpectedly violent happens. And it was just beautiful because you did not see that coming.
It's sort of like yesterday when Kota Ibushi started actually punching Okada in the shoulder.
Yeah.
They weren't, I'm not saying he punched them full strength. They were not worked punches.
Those would have hurt bad if that was to my face. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, it was
I'd
just
be
to
out.
his shoulder. So
I'd
it was
be
like a
out.
meaty portion of body to hit. So Jay's like, okay, I'll try this again. Again, Kota, huge stiff forearm.
It's just-
Again. And then Jay makes the mistake of slapping Kota Ibushi. Kota tries to hit him. Jay avoids, tries to get a couple more shots in, and then Kota just completely destroys Jay White with a lariat. Finish of the match was overbooked, but it kind of seems to be Jay White's thing, especially with Gato down ringside.
Yeah, right.
So Jay pushes the ref into Kota Ibushi, distracts him for a bit, flatliner, deadlift German suplex, brainbuster, Kiwi crusher, that gets him a 2 count. And then later on, there it is. Kota hits Kinshasa, gets him a 2 count, goes for a Kamagoye. Jay reverses into an attempted Blade Runner. Kota escapes that, kicks Jay in the head, goes for another Kamagoye, and then Jay pushes Kota into the ref. We get a ref bump. Ref tumbles out of the ring. So Gato comes in with the chair, hits Kota with it. Trans Kota's back. Trans Ibushi is back.
Yeah.
And Gato kicks him, and it was like if I were to kick a wall.
Yeah, it was nothing. Yeah.
Kota didn't budge.
That doesn't move. It happened. He kissed him like 3 times, and then Kota
Palm strikes him in the chest.
and Gato just
Flat backs.
like completely stiff again, like planks.
Yeah.
Like a flare. It looked like a flare thing.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
That was amazing.
So the ref's still out. So Kota hits a really stiff knee on Jay, follows with a spirit bomb. No ref, and Kota's just sitting there with impending combination for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And he's still kind of trance Ibushi. And so he gets up. He's frustrated. He goes ringside, grabs the ref, tosses him back in. He goes for a Kamagoye. Jay just falls on the mat, what he does, and he starts laughing. Kota lifts him up, kicks him in the head a few times, hits a Kamagoye. Ref goes for the pin. Gato pulls the ref out.
Yeah.
And then Gato goes into his pocket. He's got some brass knuckles in there. He goes in the ring. He goes to hit Kota. Instead, Jay tosses a chair right in Kota Ibushi's face. Kota falls, but then gets right back up. And then Gato hits him with the brass knuckles. Gato puts the ref back in the ring. Jay picks up Kota Ibushi, hits Bloody Sunday, follows that with a Blade Runner to pick up the W.
Yeah.
Kota Ibushi is going to be out for vengeance.
Yeah. Again, New Year's Dash. Because after the match, Jay attacks him even further, and that's just a bad move.
It's a bad move.
Because Trans Ibushi is going to come back tomorrow, I would assume.
I would have liked, because like when he was coming out for this match, he took a few paces out when he stood up on the stage, and he took a moment to kind of collect himself, and I think he literally did this.
Yeah.
As to say, I got to snap out of it.
Yeah.
I just want him to come out, Trans Ibushi,
Yeah, right.
no sell everything, just destruction.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we need to see.
Yeah. No, I agree totally. You know, it'd be awesome. It'd be awesome. So we can kind of fast forward. We're talking about Jay White. Jay White's Bullet Club. He's like the leader of Bullet Club or whatever. I would love to see him get jumped out of Bullet Club by Kenta tomorrow, because Kenta's big deal now going after Naito and those titles, right? Jay White gets jumped by Bullet Club. He gets destroyed. They leave. Out comes Trans Ibushi and does something extra violent. You know, when they go like that extra step over, like, oh my God.
Like 6 Kamagoyes in a row.
Whatever, you know? Just destroys them. And then you have like a Jay White face turn.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And he's got to figure out this monster. He's like,
Yeah.
crap, I bit off way too much.
Yeah.
And everybody, you know, we all sympathize with the guy who makes really bad decisions.
Jay White is that man currently.
Jay White is that man.
Yeah.
That's what I'd love to see at Dash.
That'd be cool. Also, while you mentioned that whole situation, someone in chat today mentioned that with Sonata being the odd man out of LIJ in terms of championships, what if Kenta tries to recruit Sonata
That'd be rad.
to Bullet Club?
Yeah.
You know, you make Bullet Club a more cohesive, smaller outfit. You know, you got Kenta, say Sonata. You keep LP and Ishimori.
Yeah,
they're really good.
Yeah.
You got to keep Tamatanga in there. Tonga Loa.
Yeah, sure.
Their legacy.
The other three you can get rid of. Seriously.
Yeah.
You just they can be some. Maybe they can pick up the mantle of Bullet Club Hunter. They get jumped out and they can wear the green and just show up every once in a while.
Gonna bring that logo back.
Yeah, well, I don't know how to do then. All solo guy, they can't do anything. Put them in Chaos. Nobody will know.
Chaos is kind of like falling apart too.
Yeah, I know, but nobody cares. Bullet Club, it's branding.
Yeah. Final 2 matches. First of those was Hiroshi Tanahashi, Go Ace.
Go Ace.
Taking on your AEW champion, Chris Jericho. And man, did he milk that. I guess he knew that people were going to be interested. Oh, is he going to wear the belt?
My favorite thing about one of my favorite things about the stream is we were both like nerds. Oh, what is it? And of course he comes out and he's doing this and he's all just silhouette, but you can kind of tell, like you can kind of see the shadows and stuff. And you're like, oh no, he's not wearing the title. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, he's right. He's not wearing the title. The light comes up and he's like standing, his back is to the camera.
His back's to us, yeah.
So of course we wouldn't see it.
Well, then he turns around and you don't see the belt.
No title.
So he's got his leather jacket on. He's got his shirt on. It's a little long. It's like, all right, no title. I mean, that's kind of what I was expecting. He gets to the ring, takes his jacket off, rips his shirt off, and there's the belt.
There's belt and a big old close up. And then for like 30 minutes after that, Kevin Kelly's just talking about AEW.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Goes on for 15 minutes about the Dark Order.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Not really.
Dark Order runs in, ruins main event. So early on, surprising outcome in this match. We can get to that later. Early on, Go Ace Tanahashi is kind of taunting Jericho.
Yeah. Yeah.
He does his like posing pin
Well,
thing.
he also had like a video presentation that like made fun of Jericho as well. The Rockstar stuff.
So the story of this early on is Tanahashi taking Jericho lightly.
Right.
And it came back to bite him.
Yeah.
This is actually a really fun match. I mean, Jericho's New Japan work's been worked the last few years. He's had some really good matches, and he's had some that are just kind of okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't know exactly what to expect, how well their styles would match up, and it was really good.
Very different stuff.
It was very captivating.
Yeah. No, it was really good stuff.
I mean, because, again, walking in, you assume, especially with how they set things up, well, if Tanahashi wins, he'll get a title shot, AEW title shot. Well, Tanahashi figured just to prolong the story, he would have to get the W. No.
Yeah.
Didn't work out that way.
Yeah, no, and I know a lot of AEW fans are, disappointed by this because there's no automatic, title match now set. And it would appear that we're getting baby steps between AEW and New Japan. Mm-hmm. I mean, look, they talked about AEW.
The belt was on at Wrestle Kingdom.
The belt was at Wrestle Kingdom. They talked about the title. There was a stipulation involving the title. AEW's number one contender for that title is now the U.S. champion again. Mm-hmm. So they're not running away from that. So it seems like they are maybe understanding, hey, this could be potentially beneficial to everybody. It's going to be very interesting to see if the relationship specifically between I guess maybe four of the EVPs, Cody, the Bucks, and Kenny.
Yeah.
If they can put their feelings aside, because they seem to have one of the last little shows they recorded, the room service one. Mm-hmm. They talked about how, hey, we're really put off by that stuff.
Yeah.
End of the day, though, what is
money talks, man?
Money talks.
Money talks.
You're building the business right now.
Yep.
And if they are willing to work with you, you need to be ready to work with them.
And it could be a thing where they're like, all right, we can work with you. We don't want to be personally involved in it for the time being. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like, it's for the benefit of our company, so we'll do it. But right now, wound's a little too fresh. We're not going to be showing up at Wrestle Kingdom.
That would be so dumb if they did that. It's like, dude, it's wrestling. It's a business, Yeah. It's like you put that stuff aside. You're businessmen now. So I would be kind of surprised if that was their take, but you never know. I mean, I don't know. People are people.
Exactly. There was a ref bump in this match, too. Tanahashi's going for a running forearm in the corner. Jericho pulls Red Shoes in his place. Ace hits Red Shoes, and then Jericho kicks Tanahashi right in the front area. Takes off his weight belt, starts beating Tanahashi with it. Then he drops the weight belt, picks up Tanahashi. Tanahashi hits him with a low blow.
Yeah, that was cool.
He has control for a while. But then too many walls of Jericho's. He had it on earlier. It took Tanahashi a while to get to the ropes or to power out of it. But then at the end, though, Tanahashi hits a high fly flow. Jericho rolls through right into the walls, and then he transitions into a lion tamer. I like they're bringing back the lion tamer.
Yeah, me too.
He put that knee in the back of someone's neck.
Have they been calling the Walls of Jericho, or are they just calling it the Lion Tamer?
No, they've been calling walls.
Have they? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So anyways, yeah, Tanahashi taps out.
Which doesn't happen very often.
And Jericho did not hit a Judas effect.
He tried a couple
He had
times.
one blocked, and then a couple dodged, I think.
Yeah, Tanahashi dodged a couple. Mm-hmm. Tanahashi did hit a code breaker, though. That was great.
That was rad. That was cool. And then, and he ate one coming off the top
rope, yeah.
Yeah, that was rad, too.
Yeah, it was a really fun match.
Yeah, no, it was. It was. And then we had our main event. Tetsuya Naito versus Kazuchika Okada for both big titles.
Yeah.
And, it was as good as you would figure it would be.
Yeah.
About halfway through the match, Okada finally started working over those knees.
Strategic blunder perhaps from Okada.
Yeah.
You know your opponent has an obvious vulnerability. You got to hit that immediately.
Well, yeah, but here, the thing that I really liked about the first, 5 to 10 minutes of this match was these two know each other so well, it's not going to be easy to immediately go for the knees, I think was the point of that. It's not going to be easy to do that. He had to wait until Naito was down on the outside to start going at those knees.
I don't necessarily mean that he like the very first move, he going after those knees. I just mean maybe don't wait till halfway through the match.
Yeah.
Like try something before that, But then he worked it for a bit and then he got away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only in a moment of desperation that he went back to it rather than making that the focus of his
desperation
offense.
And frustration, yeah.
There's a lot of great stuff. There was the crowd was firmly behind Naito.
It's like your third sentence of the notes and or fifth and he's already calling for the Rainmaker.
Yeah, no. He does that a lot.
They get that out of the way quick these days.
Yeah, I know. God, I lost my train of thought. Oh, there's a couple of great moments where the crowd being firmly behind Naito, where there's one moment especially. I remember it was like a longer shot, and Okada hit a move. I don't remember exactly what it was, but the crowd is getting him some static. I think he was not necessarily betting. Oh, it's when he the second time started working the knee and ramming it into the mat. And he's like, what? Oh, okay, we do it again. And he picks the knee up and I won't say he was working heel.
No, he did. Yeah,
he kind of was, though.
No, he was taunting the crowd and everything.
Yeah, it was great. Okada's the best.
Because, again, this is that great sort of thing where, they're not going to start this thing off with him as a heel and Naito as a face. But, everybody wanted this to happen. And so, once you're deep in the match, okay, let's heighten the drama. I'm going to start being a dick.
Yeah.
And I love that kind of stuff. I really love when you can take a match and, have character twists and turns during it. I think it's great.
There's another point later on where they're trading blows, and Naito's kind of resting his head on Okada's back, and Okada's getting up, and he's got, the most menacing face.
That was awesome.
That was fantastic.
And then it was I don't know where it is in your notes, but what was the move when Okada landed what was it from the second? Oh, the Poison Rana.
Yeah, from the
second row.
Right on the top of his head. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I'll pick up right where Okada drop kicks Naito off the top rope. And that's when he starts working Naito's knee, drives it into the floor out there, clears off the announce table, drops Naito with the shin breaker onto the table. That looked like it probably hurt. Naito just barely beats the 20 count. As soon as Naito's back in the ring, Okada follows with missile drop kick, gets him at 2. Okada sets up for a German suplex. Naito's trying to elbow out. He can't. Okada hits it. Tries for a Rainmaker. Naito avoids that. Hits the Tornado DDT. Naito hits Gloria. They're up on the top. The top rope Poison Rana. Okada kicks out of that. And then it's just, hey, let's just try to get off finishers. Naito tries for Destino. Okada kind of breaks it up with some weak elbows. He tries for a Rainmaker. Naito avoids that. Hits a flying forearm. Later on, hits Destino. Okada kicks out. He goes for another Destino. Okada avoids that. Goes for a Rainmaker. Naito avoids that. Eats a drop kick from Okada. And this is a moment where they did the menacing shot. So they're both on their knees, I believe, and they're just trading forearms back and forth. And Okada's getting mad. He stands up. Naito spits in his face. They keep on trading forearms back and forth. Okada goes for a Rainmaker. Naito avoids that, but he ends up eating a spinning Rainmaker. Okada goes for another one. Naito avoids that, but he does eat a spinning Tombstone and then a Rainmaker. Kicks out of that. Okada calls for the sit-down Tombstone, picks him up. Naito fights out of that, just collapses. Okada picks him up. Naito spits in his face and just falls again. That's when Okada starts working the knee again, playing to the crowd, hits a Rainmaker, then another one, goes for a third. Naito avoids that, hits a Destino, but upon impact, he's like, ow, knee, slow to make the cover. Okada kicks out. And then Naito's like, all right, pulls Okada towards the ropes, goes for the Stardust Press. Remember their last match 2 years ago? He did that and missed.
Yeah.
He hits it this time.
It's great commentary. Was selling the crap out of it. It was like, no, don't do that.
Yeah,
don't
Kevin
do
Kelly's
that.
like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
He hits it this time, but Okada kicks out. Naito goes for Destino. Okada evades, goes for a Tombstone. Naito escapes that, hits like a driver to the side, and then Destino to get the win.
Yep.
And so
they start. Some young lions come over, start taking Okada out of the ring, and Naito gets on the mic before the gold presentation, and he's like, Okada, let's do this again someday.
you know, Okada just,
And he does the thing. Maybe Okada, LIJ confirmed.
oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be weird.
So then we go back to, they do the presentation of the belts. Naito looks at the Intercontinental belt, looks at the heavyweight belt, looks at the Intercontinental belt, looks at the heavyweight belt, lays them both down, calls to the mic. He's dropping a promo. Hey, thanks for coming out. This is what it feels like to win the main event. Pretty cool. He's doing the LIJ thing where he names all the members. He's about to say Los Ingobernables. In runs Kenta.
Yeah.
Drops him.
Oh.
Hits a PK.
Sits on him.
Then a GTS.
Yeah.
And then sits on him while holding the title.
Sits on him. So his like feet are on Naito's face. And he's just holding the titles. And then Bushi comes in to help out Naito, but Kenta already leaves. And so
even when he thinks he has his moment, he can't have his moment.
yeah, man. Well, you got both titles. You got 2 targets on your back,
Yep.
man. They're huge. Nobody.
Truth.
You get that Never title. Nobody. You don't really have a target on you. You got one guy coming after you. Goto.
Goto, that's it. Goto wants that belt.
Of course he does. It's his title.
It's his title.
So, anyways, yeah, no, it was a ton of fun. Yeah, I kind of hope like it'd be one night next year.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this is, I don't want to necessarily say a one-time thing, but a special circumstance where they were doing the 2 belts.
The what?
2 belts?
That
Double gold dash, sorry.
You got that right.
And so, it kind of made sense to do 2 days. Mm-hmm. This huge celebration.
Sure, yeah.
We'll see if it happens again next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In any event, looking forward to see what happens. I'm looking forward to see what happens when I open up my my phone
Monday morning.
And see,
Cool. Oh, look at that.
oh, Seth Rollins came to New Japan.
Sonata starts his
Thought
own
he was under
faction.
contract still.
Cold Skull Club.
Oh, there you go. Cold Club.
That's a mouthful.
That's a lot to say right
Yeah,
there.
that's a lot.
Anyways, want to say thanks to everybody for tuning in. We do appreciate it. Hit that like button. It really
Yes,
does
please.
help. And hit the sub button. And then click the notify bell.
Notifications.
And hit all. And we went past 193,000 again.
Thank you.
And hopefully that'll keep on going. We got a new 10 for the one that just went up today. So
Yeah.
check that out.
And also, thank you to everybody who joined us for our pair
Oh,
of Wrestle
man.
Kingdom live
I would not have
streams.
wanted to do that without you guys.
It was fun. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. We'll do it again next year.
And if you've seen that red going in Raw title, contact your local authorities.
That's your house.
It's been stolen.
That's your house.
It's not in my house. It's not in my house. Anyways, thanks, everybody. Talk to you later.
Bye.